Hi, everyone, and welcome to our waiting area podcast. We appreciate you being here today and checking us out. You are in our new waiting area, so we appreciate you. As always, we have a whole new cast. If you haven't seen our podcast before, check us out on YouTube. We're going to put a QR code up there. Go and scan it with your phone. You can see our previous podcasts out there. We'll also put up a QR code for our Instagram and Facebook. So please be sure you follow us on social media. So anytime we have announcements, we have anything we want to get out there, availabilities, we want you guys to be able to see what's going on. So thank you so much. Let's get on with our show. Let's go ahead and start with introductions. Let's go in order. That way we make sure everyone gets every question answered. We want everyone to know us and see what we're about. Let's go and start over there. So let's go and start off with your name, how long you've been with Serenity, what services you provide, and where you went to school.
My name is Larissa. I am a cosmetologist here at Serenity Salon and Spa. I have been here almost a year now. Yeah,
Dang.
almost a year. And what kind of services I provide? I pretty much do all hair, but I do specialize in doing the curly girls.
Curly girl specialist.
Curly
Yeah.
girlies.
Awesome. And where'd you go to school?
Oh, I went to school in Tony and Guy
Okay.
in Manteca.
Very cool.
There's one in Manteca?
Not anymore, but there was.
Wow. Okay. I'm Tati. I do hair here at Serenity Salon. I've been here, I don't know, for a while now.
Off and
Maybe
on.
just got here mentally a month ago, but I've been here. I specialize in balayage, long hair. I attract all the long hair clients, all the dark hair clients that want to go blonde. So, yeah, I could work some magic. I went to school in Manteca. It was Dior. It was called
Oh,
Dior.
you both went to Manteca.
Yeah, so I was like, where was Tony and Guy? I think it came after
Yeah.
my time, even though I'm just young still.
All right, cool.
Okay.
Arlene?
My name's Leonore. I am a licensed cosmetologist and practicing esthetician here at Serenity. So I do both. I'll be on one side doing facials, lash lifts, eyebrows, waxing, all that. And then I will go on the other side, clock in, and I'm a future stylist. I'm an associate, but maybe in a month, 2, I'll be a stylist.
So there's a good chance by the time some people watch this video, you're a full stylist
Yeah.
out on your own.
Yeah, you might be waiting for an appointment with me. You never know.
And did you say where you went to school?
I went to school at Adrian's here in Tracy. Yeah, kept it local.
Hey, we finally got someone from Adrian's.
Yeah,
We've been trying to go there forever.
really? Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, my name is Aaron. I am one of the owners of Serenity Salon and Spa. I don't do any services. What I do is maintain the website, help out with social media. I pick at my wife, apparently. I do all the non-fun stuff, but it's fun for me. And yeah.
You make it
And
look fun.
Oh, I try to. I hope the videos
He
are
asked
fun.
for every picture in widescreen.
Every widescreen, and I've got none. So
Yeah, every
well, how
day.
good that does. And I've been with the company since we got it 4 years ago. So,
Aw.
yeah.
Those memories popped up on Facebook too. The
Yeah.
grand opening,
Oh, yeah. That was like 3 years ago.
3 years.
So my name's Jean Rose. I'm the massage therapist here at the salon side, or the spa side. Sorry, I have been I was going to say esthetician, a massage therapist for about 7 years now, and I specialize in therapeutic deep tissue. A little bit different from Swedish, but it's more of like if you have like sciatica issues. Like knots that pop up on the shoulders if you can't work because your shoulder is stiff, like I'm your girl. And I went to school at National Holistic Institute in San Francisco, which no longer exists anymore. But I was there for about 8 months, got licensed, passed my exams, and here I am.
Yeah, girl, I need you.
And when did you join Serenity?
And I just joined Serenity in April.
Cool. All right.
The massages are great.
I need to go in there.
I'm
ASAP.
jealous.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My shoulder is like shot.
I got you, girl.
Oh, yeah. We'll be talking about that quite a bit.
Hi, my name is Lily. I am the esthetician on this side too. I've been with Serenity for a few months now. I started in the beginning of February. And I specialize in natural lashes, eyebrows. I do eyebrow lamination. I do facials here and there, but my specialty is lashes. And I went to school at JD Academy in Danville.
Ooh.
Oh, stop it.
Over the hill.
Can't wait for my lash
No
appointment.
wonder you're fancy.
Fancy.
Well, it's pretty cool. We got a good mix. We had a hard time getting people on the spa side for a while. So just as we were about to just give up on it, you came along, and you came along.
I was the
We're
girl.
So
of the
Right.
we're really excited. So it's super exciting that our clients have options here.
Yeah.
Curly girl specialists, a lot of color specialists, hair cutting specialists. So yeah, pretty good options here. So we're super excited. Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to number 2. We'll do the snake routine. So since we started this way, we'll start with you. Question number 2 is, what's your favorite thing? What's your favorite thing about working at Serenity so far?
My favorite thing about here is that I feel like everyone makes each other be seen. Like everyone's so inclusive in everything. I think we keep a really like cool circle. Everyone's involved. No one gets left behind. And I also feel like there's not any competition between us. Like,
Right.
I think if anything, we all encourage each other to do better. And everyone's super supportive of like what accomplishments we have reached. And I love that even little special, not little, but like events like a birthday, you're always seen. Even if it's something small, but it doesn't go unnoticed. So I
Yeah.
love that about us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very cool. I agree. How about Eugene Rose?
So one thing that I love about Serenity, I mean, for one, the location is great. You're like right here downtown, Tracy, close to all the little like shops, the restaurants, walking distance. T4, I love boba, so T4 is my go-to. And yeah, the vibes are like you see it on the signs, like the Serenity vibes. It's real. Like I feel so welcomed. Every time I pop my head in, like in the back room, even if I'm just like dropping my check off, like someone's there and they're like, "Hey, how's it going?" And I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And I feel like all warm and like I feel like I'm being hugged emotionally.
Yeah,
You are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that's
We're
cool.
huggers for sure.
I'll go and answer it too. I feel like there's no jealousy.
Yeah.
Good family atmosphere. And there's on the hair side, there's little competition, but it's fun competition. Nobody's like jealous of each other. Everyone gets along really well. I mean, it was a big decision for me to come here full time because this is not the world I'm from, but I kind of felt at peace with it because it was fun to hang around everyone. So, which is I feel pretty rare in this business or any business really.
Yeah. It is.
And like,
rare.
even though we both do facials, like I always recommend them to Leonore, like
Uh-huh.
She would tell me
she,
that too.
Yeah.
like, oh, I think
You're
she
so sweet.
does facials more often. I think you should go with her. Or even my clients, if I don't have time, then I'll like refer them to you. So there's definitely no like,
No.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought it up because that's the other thing I was thinking about is we support each other's business too.
yeah,
Yeah.
Right,
for
which
sure.
is really cool.
Yeah. We share a window and
yeah.
yeah. I love it.
Are you there?
Two dogs for you.
Yes. Yeah. I love that. I agree with everything you guys just said. I'm still a little new. No, just kidding. I've been here for quite a while now, but like even when I first started, it was like, yeah, you guys treated me like I had been here for a long time. I was like, you guys have got to like I don't know, like the emotional hugs or whatever. Like, I'm like, you guys don't have to do that for me. Like, let me like duck and cover for a while and like
wanna walk
ease
and
in. And there was no easing in here, which I love because, you know, they do make you feel seen. And yeah, I the vibes are real. And it's always fun coming to work. I never, you know, I've worked in another industry for a long time. And, you know, sometimes you're dragging your feet, but I don't really get that here yet. There's always something to be excited about. The new skill you're working on, a new level you're trying to achieve. So, you know, that's what I like.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a vibe.
Yeah, pretty much same. I like coming in here. It's fun. It's a fun environment. What is it? The hugs are real. You don't have to physically hug, but it's like, oh, hi. Yeah.
The emotional hugs.
The emotional hugs. And the salon side is very competitive in the most like friendliest way. It's crazy. Like our leaderboard in the back is ridiculous.
Yeah, someone eggs on the competitive.
Yes. I'm like always
Gene
putting,
Rose? No, just kidding. Oh.
always putting me on the spot, but it's friendly competition. It's motivating, and yeah, just keep it pushing here. And we all support each other. We all take care of our clients, and we share the love. For
Yeah.
sure.
I would say for me, it's definitely like no judgment zone. I'm allowed to be my weird, crazy self.
Her reels are hella funny.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm always dying.
I just feel like, you know, because we're like allowed to be creative and like allowed to be ourselves, and like not every place allows you to be yourself. You know, they like to keep you in a little box versus here you're encouraged. It's like, yeah, like whatever you're good at, like we're going to keep pushing you to like do even better and like become the expert in whatever you're doing, or just like keep pursuing your dreams, you know?
Yeah.
There's always that like push, that positive push, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think those are all really good reasons that I feel
Hard
like.
push.
Yeah. And I feel like we could all agree on all those, right?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure if we were to ask the other staff members, they'd probably echo those sentiments, which is, yeah, pretty awesome. So, Larissa, what made you want to get into this industry?
It's a really long story.
Do tell.
So for me, I actually wanted to be a fashion designer.
Ew.
I grew up, I didn't play with Barbie dolls. I played with Bratz dolls. I was definitely a Bratz girl. And I watched That's So Raven. Like that was my idol. And I feel like especially I grew up in Manteca when it was like a really small town. Like there was honestly like a handful of Black people at that time. So for me, growing up and seeing people that like looked like me and like fashion and like growing up chunky, they didn't have cute clothes. Like they had you looking like you were clocking into your 9 to 5 at like 10 years old. And I was like, like this is no, yeah. So I just wanted to be a fashion designer because I was like, I want cute clothes. And like, again, because it was so small, there wasn't a lot of people that knew how to do my hair either. And it's like, so I made it like, I don't know, my life's mission. Like I just want cute clothes and cute hair. That's pretty much it. But yeah, so I applied to FITM, actually, the Fashion Institute. And I got in. I didn't go, obviously. I ended up going to Toni and Guy because they actually specialize in like runway hair and avant-garde hair. So that's always kind of been my dream.
And so you got, so you went fashion, but how'd you make the transition to hair?
Hair, I just feel like for me, not being able to get my hair done, like I feel like there's like a certain point in your life or like a moment in your life or something that inspires you or things like that. And I feel like for me, it was like I couldn't get my hair done because nobody knew how to nobody knew how to work with my hair or how to do my hair. And I was like, well, how many other little Larissas are out there? And so I feel like too, like that's why when I have clients in my chair and I'm like talking about like, oh, this is how you do it this way and that way, because like nobody ever taught me. You know, so I feel like that's also what drives me, is just seeing other people being able to walk out happy, confident, and loving themselves.
And I bet they're so thankful that you chose this profession because now they have someone to go to.
Yeah, someone, yeah.
That is true though, because I actually have like really curly hair,
Yeah.
but I never styled it curly because
Never seen your hair curly.
yeah, because I just don't know how to style it. I didn't have anyone to like. All they would do is like put mousse on your hair, but it just didn't go with my curls. So I'd literally have been straightening it my whole life.
Yeah.
So thank you, Larissa.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. How about you, Tati? What made you want to get into this industry?
So it's weird. So I actually wanted to do like special effects makeup. Like I've always been interested in scary movies for the makeup aspect of it, not the scary stories.
Right.
But growing up in Tracy, you don't really have like all that outlet and
Not exactly a studio down the street.
Didn't know where, yeah, exactly. Didn't know where to really go. So I actually signed up to be an SD first because I wanted to focus on makeup. My aunt does hair. So she told me, she was like, if you're going to learn that, you might as well learn hair too. So I got into that. And then that's when I was like, oh, I actually like doing hair. And I found my
We
little
get to do
niche.
both, right? Like,
Yes,
you
I
do makeup
both.
too?
I do makeup.
Not like obviously
but
movie makeup,
not
but it's
movie, yeah.
still makeup,
Yeah.
right?
So it's
So you're one of our makeup specialists here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always knew I was going to be in the industry. I thought I was going to be more for makeup, but no. I found love in hair when I went to school and just kept playing with hair. And I'm like, this is what I want to do. And I'm
Yeah.
here.
Very cool.
But yeah, I do hair and makeup for weddings, any special occasions.
Special occasion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did have like a good few years of doing like editorial work with fashion like designers. So when they were like doing marketing like their fashion shows, their clothing, I
Yeah.
would be back there with my friend Raylyn and sweating it out, but producing good work.
See, so we have a special occasion expert here.
Yeah,
Yep.
got you.
How about you, Leonore?
Well, I got into aesthetics because when I grew up, I got really bad skin at a young age. I mean, I was covered. No, I had chest acne, back acne, face acne, and I was put on like some pretty strong medications. But what I loved, like the best part of it for me was being able to I would go to the dermatologist and see an esthetician, but then we would also sprinkle in visits to like our local esthetician it used to be Peaches and Cream by Tracy, when it was by Tracy High. Well, before it was by Tracy, I used to be across from Tracy Inn, and I would walk from school, go get a facial, and then walk home. And so like it became part of like my life at an early age. So I it's kind of like for, girls with curly hair. For me, it's like girls with, skin issues.
Yeah.
It's a big deal. It hurts.
I
And-
always compliment your
oh,
skin.
thank you. Yeah.
So glowy though.
Yeah.
I
I'm like,
appreciate
what?
it.
It's funny. I was thinking the same thing. I'm sure there's a lot of people that are glad that you chose your profession.
Yeah, I love it. And I'm the type I love like Dr. Pimple Popper, all that.
I like
So when I saw that was something that I can do, I was like on top of it. I actually went to SD school first, completed that. I was working at a plastic surgeon's office for a while. So then I really got in depth with chemical peels, microdermabrasions, like back when that was like cutting edge. And then later on down the line, I was just like, I still have friends, family. I love everything beauty. Not just, that. So I decided to branch off and I went back to school for cosmetology just because I knew I can you could do whatever you want in your life. You know what I mean? Make a change. So that's what I'm doing.
It's cool that you could do both.
Yeah, it's two totally different vibes. I could be out here listening to music, running back and forth, assisting, all that. And then I'll clock off and
Go to your room.
go to my room,
Peace and
set
quiet.
music,
Quiet time.
That's
got my
cool.
lights going, and it's a whole other way to treat somebody. I love making people feel good and confident.
That's cool. And your room is bigger than our office.
Now it is.
So lucky
With a
you.
window.
Barely. Oh, she has a window. We have like 3/4 of a window. All right. How about you, Jean Rose? What made you want to get into this industry?
So it's kind of a funny story. I've actually I've always been told that I was like naturally good at giving massages. And it started in middle school, and I would charge people like $1 or $2 for like just like the basic like shoulders, and like I would just like poke this down the spine. They're like, oh, that feels really good. I was like, okay, cool. So I would charge people at lunch for like lunch money basically.
That's
this
awesome.
was like 7th, 8th grade or whatever. Fast forward to when I was like 26. Not the best person to tell me this, but it was kind of my ex. He was like, you're really good at massages. I was like, thanks. Brush it off. And then, because I've always been told it, he's like, no, you're really good. Like, you should consider going to school for this. And like maybe after like we stopped talking, and maybe like a year or two after we stopped talking, then I considered it. And the first week I fell in love. So once we started they separate it into like two segments. It's like Eastern and Western. So I started off in the Western, where they teach you like spa techniques, Swedish massage. But at the very end is where I found my niche with sports massage. And it was more therapeutic, more practical type of massage, where I realized I can actually like help people. And yeah, that's pretty much what sparked my fire, I guess.
Nice.
And yeah, 7 years later, here I am.
Well, we're certainly glad that you chose that.
Yeah, so
Especially Elisa.
yeah, saving bodies, one knot at a time.
That's always been like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till we get a massage therapist in house. And
Yeah.
it's
So
awesome
my
to have.
goal is to make everyone feel like a gummy bear.
Oh, I want to be a gummy bear.
Aaron, can we switch? Can we switch seats for a second?
I know.
Yeah,
Like, $1.
Here's $1.
This podcast is going to be a little different.
A demonstration.
Oh, that's funny.
So, yeah.
All right, Lily, how about you? What made you want to get into this industry?
Honestly, it was the money, but I ended up falling in love with it.
Love the honesty.
You
Keeping
know?
it real.
Keeping it real.
It was just during COVID. I mean, actually, it was the week before COVID. I took my lash course, and then the week after we went to shutdown. So I guess that didn't really work out. But no, it did. So I was an environmentalist, and I was working for Apple at the time, and when I graduated. But when you work at a tech company nowadays, they just hire you on a contract like a year to a year and a half. And then they lay you off, and you could go back to that job, but you have to wait 3 months because they don't want to pay like health benefits or make you a full time.
No.
So during those 3 months, like I went to Mexico, and then unemployment called me and was like, "Oh, you need to attend this meeting. If you don't attend, you might lose your benefits."
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. So I had to fly back from Mexico, having such a good time over there. And then I was like, well, I'm not going to go. I went to the meeting. It was pointless. And then I'm like, I'm not going to go back to Mexico. So I was like, what can I do as a side job? And at that time, 2 of my cousins were doing it and doing eyelashes. And I saw that it was going really good for them. And I was like, you know what? Like, when I was younger, they would always ask me to do their makeup. Like my aunts, my cousins, and stuff like that. So it's not like it was completely, like, I wasn't interested in it at all. It's just I didn't really pay much attention to it. So then I ended up taking the course, and I was actually pretty good from the beginning. I was like, wait a second. I was like, I think I got this. And, like, it was 5 girls that took the course, and I think out of all the 5, I was the one. I was like, this isn't that hard. And everyone was complaining, like, I can't do it. And I think out of all the 5, I'm the only one that still does lashes. Another girl does lash lifts, she's going to teach me how to do them sooner or later, which I do want to learn. But then I just started doing it, and then I saw that I loved it. First of all, I loved it. I loved that I could make my own schedule, and then I was just getting booked. I was doing them from home, and I was like, you know what? If I want to grow, I need my license. So after the pandemic, I think it was like 2021, I went back to school, got my license, and then from there I just expanded. Like now I own my own salon in Castro Valley. So that's how I got here.
And soon to be here exclusively.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah, awesome. Okay. Well, very cool. So staying with you, Lily, what has been a really challenging part of the industry so far? And then how did you overcome it? Like what challenges have you faced?
Well, I can't really say I've overcome it, but
Okay.
posting, like marketing. I'm just so not good in front of the camera. I get so shy, and I
Even
need
your
to
own
I
phone?
need to get over it. Like
Yeah.
even in my own phone, like I need
Yeah.
to get over it. I need to post more, and I just need to market myself. So slowly, I'm trying to push myself.
These are good starts, even right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I did it, because I was like, I need to get over my fright. Like I need to get over it.
Yeah.
So
All right. Well, that's open and honest. Yeah. How about you?
Kind of the same thing. Yeah, like one of my biggest challenges is kind of keeping up with social media, making content to promote myself. Sometimes I'll record videos, or I'll ask people like, is it okay if I like video me working out this knot, and then it's just doing something with that video. So I'm, for one, lazy, but two, it's like I don't know how to make it like pop, if that makes sense. Like adding music and
Well, it's kind of different, right? Because
Yeah.
I mean, it's one thing to record someone's hair, but it's another thing to record their back
Yeah.
or
I
their
mean,
legs.
Even
Yeah.
sometimes having the content there, like I second guess myself in uploading it. Like, why? They just uploaded Lily. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've been trying to record videos. Like, have you guys seen like the gua sha tools for like facial? So I like to do them on clients for like lymphatic drainage, but yeah, it's just to like flush the fluid out of the face. But yeah, I'm still trying to learn more techniques for the face, I guess. And I don't know, it's just one of the challenges is keeping up to date with the learning of new things, I guess. Because I don't know everything, and that's okay. But I'm trying to learn everything. So, like, lymphatic drainage is something on my list to do. What's the other one? Like, full body lymphatic drainage, like post-op, like BBL, like that type of drainage. I'm trying to get more versed in that department. And yeah, pretty much. It's learning and media, pretty much.
All right. How about you, Leonor? Challenges you face and have you overcome them?
Yeah. First off, we can't skip over you. We're coming back to you, mister. But one of the challenges that I face is wanting to do it all. I mean, there's just so much out there. There's estheticians with different focuses, and I sometimes will get caught up in a rabbit hole on social media, like, oh my gosh, why am I not doing eyelash extensions? Or why am I not, I can do, and then all of a sudden my head's in 5 different places, where I think there's a lot of power in like knowing your strengths and like really honing in on what you're passionate about, what is called to you. So sometimes I let comparison, like I'll be like, well, she's doing this and I'm not. That's her path. And it's a lot of talking myself down off that ledge, like I'm not doing enough, or that maybe I took the wrong turn and my focus is in the wrong place, where I think my focus is in the right place. My clients appreciate my work, and that's what it is. Just keeping my head focused.
I guess we'll pivot back to me then.
Yeah.
Most challenging part of my job as, I guess, business owner is balancing schedules and balancing my wife's schedule.
That's a
Try to find the balance of having fun, but keeping everyone focused on task. Not being burned out when you work 12-hour shifts. So I think what helps me overcome it is, I guess, what we talked about earlier. It's just create an environment what's really fun to work. And it's like, okay, I can get by on those 12-hour shifts because I enjoy who I work with and what I do and who I'm with.
I chime in on that.
Sure.
Aww.
So he used to always tell me, I don't get how you can work 6-7 days, these long hours. And now he does them, and I'm like, how do you do them now? He's like, I don't know, it's just easier there.
So they probably won't hear
true.
that. But what Elisa is saying, that I used to always ask her, how do you make it through these long shifts and so many shifts? And now I get it because I'm here and I'm part of it. And I guess when it's your business, it's there's always that ambition to keep going and driving and being better. And you don't see the results right away. You don't see them from week to week. You may not even see them month to month. But when you see them 6 months later and 12 months later, that's what keeps me going. So
I do agree with that. I'm sorry, I'm cutting. But
you're fine.
it's the same way with like even my spa business is like sometimes, I mean, there's been so many times where I'm like, why am I doing this? Or, there's ebbs and flows, there's highs and lows. Like I'll be really slow, and then where I feel like I want to give up, but then I just keep on going. I tell myself, keep on going, don't give up. And clients come, and then I'll have these like amazing weeks, and I'll feel so confident in my work and in myself. And I'm just like, thank God I didn't quit.
Yeah.
Like it's this feeling right here that like keeps me going, and it's only grown, especially since moving here. The traction just from talking to being around you girls. I'll be in my spa room and I hear you ladies talk about my business, and I'm just like, thank you so much. Like
Yeah.
it's so amazing, like how supportive everyone is, and it's like I could have quit 2 years ago when I had a hard month, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know
Yeah.
what makes it easy too? Your clients.
Yeah.
Like, I love my clients. Like, I know I said that I got into it because of money, which was the initial thing. But to be honest, what kept me was my clients. Like, I feel like I have this connection with them, and we just bond. And it's like if I'm not even working, I feel like I'm just chit-chatting with my friends. And, like, I be missing my clients. Like, I went on vacation a few weeks ago, and, like, I literally thought about my clients while I was over there. Like, oh, my God, I can't wait to, like, come back and then hear their story. And
Yeah.
it's just such a good time to me. But yeah, I think that's what also keeps people going, your clients.
Yeah. Like, I wonder what so-and-so's up to.
Yeah.
Isn't she supposed to be in soon?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's me
I
on
haven't seen her in
Saturday.
a
Got
while.
Sylvia coming. I can't wait to talk to her.
Well, and to add on what I was saying, it's like I was watching this business podcast, and this guy was saying that people don't see what business owners necessarily go through, or the hard work and the long hours and working on vacation and working long days and working 6 or 7 days a week. But when you see the things like having an amazing staff and people happy and lives changing for the better and clients not only growing but happy and saying, what you guys are doing is next level bleep, right? That's awesome when people say that. So again, that's what, that's the challenge that's easy to overcome when you get those kind of results.
Yeah.
So anyways, Tati, what has been a really challenging part of the industry for you, and how have you overcome it, or if you've overcome it?
I think what's challenging for me, I haven't overcame, but I get over it, is I'm just so darn hard on myself every time. Like, never fails. Like, I always second guess myself, especially when it comes to toning. And I'm like, maybe I should do this, maybe I shouldn't. And then when I'm finishing my client, I'm like, oh my God, she's going to hate it. It's not even what she wants.
I was like,
And
this
then
is so awesome.
I spin around. She's like, oh my God. They're like in tears. They're like, I love it. I'm like, oh, thank God. But I'm just like always just doubting myself. And that's like the biggest challenge.
You described almost everyone
Yeah.
on that side.
Yeah.
I feel like that in
I
my,
hate it,
my position.
but-
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I feel like I didn't finish everything I needed to, but yeah, I'm like my biggest critic.
Yeah.
Like,
it's
they're
so
fine. All
frustrating.
everything that they complained about is gone at the end of the massage, so everyone's
Ah.
happy.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I didn't do this enough.
And it makes it worth it. When
No, they're
all
great,
smiles.
girl. They are great.
Thank you.
But that's the biggest challenge, and I don't think it'll ever go away. But I work on it every time.
How about you, Larissa? Challenges?
Yeah, for me, I would say it was probably being like same thing for the most part, like being overcritical of myself. Where it's like I'm styling the hair and afterwards I take a picture. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's a hair strand out of place. I can't post this now. You know,
You
or
do
like
do that. And
even
I'm like, where?
I'm like the hair strand, like I'm zooming in and they're like, what hair strand? I'm like, don't you see it? That one strand
Like,
right
no,
there.
Larissa.
Is their hair
Post
moving? Are
it.
they like checking out their hair and you're no, I gotta pick that out. No.
Literally, like that's like I try to like I think I'm just like too much of a perfectionist sometimes, which like is a good thing, but also then it's like then there's that thing of like you're not gonna be like 100% perfect.
Yeah.
You know, and I think too, like the posting thing was a big thing for me. But I think with the associates program, like it's a requirement to post. And then I'd be like, oh, like it would come up on my feed, like funny, like reels to do and stuff.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, like Elisa or somebody, like I'll grab someone like, oh, like, will you do this with me? Or what do you think? Like I still ask people like, what do you think of this? Cause I'm so even like overcritical of like what I'm posting. I'm like, is this okay to post? How do I look in this video? Is the music
And everyone
okay?
loves them.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
hilarious.
But
Really
yeah,
unique. Yeah.
so yeah, just
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. Well, very cool. Well, we're going to take a quick little break. We're halfway through. So stick around and we'll get to part 2 after just a few moments. And welcome back to our second part of our podcast. We want to thank you guys again for sitting in our waiting area. If you guys need anything at all, please feel free to grab somebody at the front desk or any of the staff members. We would be more than happy to help you out there. Let's get on to question number 5. I think we left off with you, Larissa.
Don't forget to grab a mimosa if you're waiting.
Ooh,
Especially.
yeah. That's a perk.
Mimosa.
That's a perk. And
mochas of
we have a vending machine.
Wine.
wine
It's back there.
with all the snacks.
Grab them snacks. So Larissa, what is your favorite product and or service that we offer? Why?
Oh gosh.
And what do you use at home, or what services do you get done here?
Wow. Great question, Erin.
Thank you, Larissa.
I love how we start with her on that question.
My
So we do that.
favorite product of all time is the Mazzani Moisture Mask. Like, I will not shut up about it. It is literally my favorite product. My favorite, like, treatment, I guess, that we offer here. My favorite treatment. It is so hydrating. And, like, curly hair needs a lot of hydration. Like, a lot. It's just naturally more dry. And it's just so high. I just love it. It makes my hair like butter. There's just nothing but good things about it.
I assume you offer it and you use it yourself.
I do. Yeah, I love it. I just love it. Love it.
Cool. How about services? What kind of services do you get here, whether it's on the hair side, spa side? What's like your favorite?
My favorite, balayage.
Okay.
Yeah, I am a balayage lover. Oh, I guess I'm a lightning service lover. Yeah, that's a good way to say that, huh? Is that a new thing? Are we going to make that a thing?
It is now.
I'm a lightning service lover. Okay. But yeah, I love, highlights, balayage. I love like blendy looks, lived in looks. Just all the looks.
Very cool. All right. Tati, same question to you. Products and services that you use and get here.
My favorite products is for sure dry shampoo. I cannot live without it myself. And hot tip that I got from Elisa is to use it on day 1, not day 5 of your marathon, because that's what I was doing. But if you use it on day 1 with your clean hair, your style just lasts a lot longer. And because I don't wash my hair every day, I wash it 2 to 3, maybe 3 times.
Is that what a
week.
marathon is when you don't
Yeah.
wash your hair for a few days?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's just building up of all the oils because I'm just going through day by day without washing my hair, and going to the gym. So I just spray that in, absorbs all the oils, and it's super clean. And a lot of my clients too, they're on the go, they're busy, they're moms, and like doing our hair is such a chore, like
Yeah.
the whole process. So it's like we need to do dry shampoo for in between.
Yeah, that was the best
So,
tip. Like when I first started here and I heard that, I was like,
I've been doing it wrong this whole
yeah,
time.
like why didn't I know that? And then
Yeah.
it's just one of those things you want to let everyone know.
Yes.
Like, by the way, did you know? And nobody
I feel
knows.
like now when I style everyone's hair, I always finish with hairspray and dry shampoo. And they're like, already? And then I'll tell them and I'll share it. And then they come back and a couple of my clients were actually like, you're right. Like my hair doesn't get so oily the next day. I'm all, thanks.
Yep.
I do listen.
How about services?
Services.
On either side. Like what services do you get done?
I like to balayage, but I've been focusing a lot on Serenity treatments and like the cat treatment. I feel like I've been focusing on for all my lightning clients because we just lift straight to the gods and we don't really pay attention to what we're putting our hair through. So
Yeah.
that little treatment, that little big treatment that we do in the shampoo room goes a long way for our hair. Kind of restores everything. So
Very cool.
we need to do that, and they need to do their homework too.
Yeah.
So guys, do your homework.
Go to our website, check the
Yes.
recommendations section.
Yes.
Leonora, how about you? Products you use, services you like to?
Yeah, just to
Have done
piggyback
here.
off Tati, I agree with the Serenity services because you can come in for a haircut, but just to step it up that notch, get a clear glaze, it's just like makes your hair feel so amazing. Also, the cat treatment, literally, like I could feel the hair. I feel your hair before you go in for the treatment, and then I feel it after, and it's just like
Game changer.
it's a game changer. So it's great to do in the Serenity room. It's great to take home. I love that. Other than that, in my spa room, I use Image Skincare and SkinScript, and I swear by them. I usually will recommend for my clients to go home with SkinScript products. They're just effective. Right, they cut right to the point, and I can really tailor a skincare regimen for anyone's like lifestyle and needs. So I love that. In the treatment room, I love facials are like my thing. I love giving a good facial. I start most of them with dermaplaning, and you could just see the difference right away, followed by like a enzyme, a peel, something like that. And just to see the difference, you can walk in with like dull skin that needs love and hydration. You just see it right away, the glow. And, yes. Oh, I love it. I have an advanced treatment like my nano needling. It's pain-free, no needles, but it just kind of pushes in and your product if you need hydration. I love that. Yeah. On the hair side, I do got to say, I love making appointments here. You can literally go to anyone, get a Serenity treatment, get a blowout. It's great.
Awesome. Very cool. All right. So the products that I use a lot is the Redken molding paste. I'm not a big fan of gels. Never liked gels. What's that?
I said, good job.
Yeah, thanks. Redken Brews molding paste.
I was like, wow.
Ooh, Redken Brews.
So I like using that. And then I also, on a daily basis, absolutely use the hemp lotion. I used to use the Costco brand. And I actually used it one time because I ran out of the hemps and it felt really waxy. And so I was like, finally, I got my hemps. And of course, I like to brag that there's so many scents, so many smells with hemps. So
The original.
I do
hemp
use
is
Vital
so
C
good.
on the face. You'd be
Ooh,
proud.
Image, yes.
Yeah, I use
Vitamin
that
C,
too.
antioxidant,
Yeah,
brightening.
got to.
You gotta get your vitamin C.
Makes your skin look gooder.
Wow.
Bougie.
And then as far as services, obviously Lisa cuts my hair about once a month. And then got to get that massage from Jean Rose. And so I'm going to prop up your massages. The way I like to describe them is that it really feels like combining the best of a massage and a physical therapy. So I love it. It feels great. I've had it a couple times and definitely going to keep going back.
Thank you.
So, yeah. All right, Jean Rose, how about you? What's your favorite products and services to use that you use on a regular basis? And what other services do you get here?
I've gotten my lashes done by Lily.
Very cool.
I haven't in a while because she was gone, but
Oh, me
I
too.
will be booking soon.
Everyone's having withdrawals.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
having
back.
lashes withdrawals. Products that I like to use on the massage side. I mean, I'm trying to sell some magnesium oil. That's in the works. I like to spray that on like sore muscles, like sore joints. If you're a workout type of person and like you have like a shoulder ache, you can just spray some on and it'll help ease like the soreness of your workouts. Pretty
Oh,
much.
that would be good to offer.
Yeah. And cupping is a big one. So I am guilty of not getting massages regularly, despite being a massage therapist. You can ask any massage therapist. We don't get a lot of massages, but we'll take care of everybody else. We'll take care of the world. And yeah, cupping has been my savior because I can just throw some like on my neck, on my shoulders, the areas I can reach. And yeah, like a couple minutes of cupping is equivalent to like a deep tissue. So yeah, that's my favorite services that I like to do on myself. And getting lash extensions
Very cool.
makes me feel pretty and girly. So yeah.
Yeah, I don't really get my lashes done too, even though I am a lash technician.
Is it possible to do your own lashes? Okay. All right. I had to ask.
And if you
That
do
sounds
it,
so hard.
props to you because that burns your eyes so bad. I don't know how girls do it. But yeah, I don't really have time for that either. Like, it's just, I finally got them done. But I go months without them. I just don't have the time for it sometimes.
Have you gotten any other services done here yourself?
Yeah, so I actually did get the cat treatment once with the steam. Oh my God, it felt so good in there. I didn't even want to get up. I was like, no,
Yeah.
5 more minutes. And I love when people play with my hair. So I was like,
I feel like the steam treatment is an underrated treatment. Is that? Am I like it's a really
Like when my client's doing it, I just want to like cuddle up
Yeah.
with her and lay there with her. I'm like, it's so relaxing.
yeah. Everyone
like
who
it
gets
really
them.
does make a difference with your hair.
Yeah.
I felt it a lot softer. And I think I had just gotten it lightened where it's did my hair. she did highlights on there, and then she did the cat treatment, and it just felt so good.
Yeah. And now we have new steam machines in dedicated spots now. So
And it's so cute in there, so it's like
Yeah.
the
more
vibe.
relaxing in there. Yeah.
Yeah, if those videos catch your eye on like social media with the Japanese head spa, I mean, that's what we're doing. It's just not Japanese. It's our own take on it, and they're really, really good.
Yeah. Super cool. All right. What's that?
I was like, I need to book something.
Yeah, definitely. I know. So number 6, this is kind of a stretch of a question, but I figure I'd ask it. Lily, we'll start with you. Any funny, good, or interesting stories working in your field? Stories with clients, from clients? Anything that you could think of?
You know, I was thinking about it almost all day because they did send the questions a little earlier. I can't really think of one. I just think everyone's so different. Like, all my clients are just, with one person I could talk about a certain thing, with the other one I can't, and it's just, so I think it's just interesting
Yeah.
and funny, or
Okay.
I can't like really pinpoint one thing
Yeah.
because then I would be going on forever.
Right.
But, yeah.
And maybe this question was geared more towards you. So any stories from, any of your clients, from anyone that you've worked on in the past?
So I did some work with the 49ers. The past 6 seasons. I got with them, I think, towards the 2018. Go Niners.
Niners? And Raider fans just walked out.
And they don't go here.
Hi. But yeah, there was, so whenever like a certain group of guys, so the way it's set up is there's a bunch of massage tables, there's no walls or anything, so they can literally just walk in, lay down, and hold hands if they wanted to. Like, they just talk to each other. It's like 4 to 10 tables, like just like 4 and 4, and they're like their head is here and then the other head is here. They can like reach up for each other and
I think
touch
I'm
each
going to
other.
go back to school to be a massage therapist.
Oh,
For the Niners.
Okay. Okay, Tati.
I'm like,
So whenever like a specific group of guys come in, the vibe is immaculate. It's like, back then it was like George Kittle, not Selleck, who's the other one? Mike McGlinchey and Joe Staley. Like, the vibes are right. We're playing the right music. It's a karaoke fest, and everybody's singing. They're like, come on, let's go.
Maybe she should take our business cards.
yeah, I was like, can you share
Because
your
our
contact,
number's on them.
your client
Do
contact?
they need
Thank
haircuts?
you.
I'll try to make them come to Tracy. But yeah, it's such a good environment.
Oh my gosh.
You don't know what you do with Kittle
I
walked
would
in?
fangirl
You're like,
for sure.
I would be like as red as can be. I'm already blushing.
Are you crying?
I did my internship with the Warriors, and that was interesting. So I worked with during the 2017 year, so we had a lot of people that are now retired or in the Olympics right now. So like Kevin Durant, we don't have Sean Livingston anymore, but Andre Iguodala, when he was healthy, I got to work on them, and I was still learning, so it was mostly observing. But I got to work on some of them, and I think the funniest or the loudest one, I think you know who I'm going to say, is Draymond.
Draymond Green.
So it would be a tiny room, and then there's like a little hallway, and then the main hallway. And I don't know how, but he can hear everyone that's walking, like just based off their voices. So he's in the middle of a massage, and then he'd be like, Steve Kerr, is that you? And he's like talking through 3 doors, trying to have a full-blown conversation. And I'm like, close your eyes. Just get a massage. Like, relax.
funny.
But who am I to say that?
So when are you going back to the
All right.
facility? Because I'll help you.
I was gonna say, do you need an assistant or?
I'll stand there and
Carry
just
me to the
observe.
water, girl.
I'll stand there and pump your lotion. Just put your
I'll
hand out.
massage you for $1 while you massage them.
That's funny.
Almost got you for free.
Good stories.
Okay,
Good
calm
stories.
down.
Well, that's all I care about for stories. No, just kidding. As far as stories for myself, it's just kind of interesting. Not a big story, but ever since I came here to work here full time, a lot of clients of Elisa's, they'll see me, and one of the first things they'll say is, "You're still here, huh? You haven't left yet?" So I think that's kind of funny.
That is funny.
Yeah. How about you, Leonore? Any interesting stories
think
from
that I'm like,
clients?
Gosh, I wish I had something interesting. The other day, it was funny. I was giving a facial the other day, and this lady, like, it's funny to me because I run into so many women that can't relax, and it's like,
Literally everyone.
and I'm like, okay, I try to set all the vibes. I have the music, the lights. I'm talking like this, and it's just like fidgeting. I'm just like, it's your time right now. It's your time to relax. I try to remind them. And the other day I had a client, I had, goggles on. I usually do like gauze and then goggles, and they're under red light therapy. And I'm like, I'm going to step out for just a moment. Keep, this is your time to just relax.
She grabs her phone. Huh?
I walk out. I'm gone for maybe 10 minutes at the most. I come back and I was like, is everything okay? Yeah. And her goggles are next to her. The red light's off. And I don't know, she really tried to play it off like she didn't do anything, that this is how I left her. And I'm like, okay, like, it's just so weird that the red light's off. Like, there's no way. No, I'm fine. Okay. So, if you're waiting to get your facial, really try to relax. And if you want to do some breath work, something like that, I'm here to help.
funny.
What was
We
she
make them
doing?
feel a little vulnerable too. Like they get so comfortable with us that they just start talking.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is sometimes too. Like I when I get my facial clients, they just kind of talk sometimes, and I'm like, relax, like it's your time.
And I guess you got to take that as a
It's like I want to talk.
honor, right?
Oh no,
They're
for
obviously
sure.
comfortable with you.
No, yeah, for sure. But I think that's what it is. Like we make them feel so comfortable that they just,
Yeah.
want to keep on talking to us.
Yeah.
And if
We're
you
like a
talk
little
to me,
therapist to them at some time.
oh yeah. And if you get me talking, I'm not going to stop either. So it's like, well, you asked. And then it's like,
And
by
here we
the
go.
end of it, I was like, I'm sorry. This ended up being like a talky facial. And I'll let them know, like, next time, just let me know if I'm talking too much. But I know it's them that started it.
That's funny. How about you, Tati? Any good, interesting stories from clients at all?
There's so many, and like I feel.
You'll think about it as soon as you leave.
Yeah, there's just so many. I can't really nitpick one except one that bothers me till this day, and it was my cousin-in-law Emma who like really messed me up in the head with this one because just know I'm the kind of girl that still doesn't understand how an airplane flies and a boat floats. Like I don't care, you could break it down to me, and I just don't understand the concept. But she told me, she was like, hey, I was on my way here, and she's like, I was behind a bus, and she's like, isn't it funny how there's a bus and it's wider with so many seats and an aisle for people to walk down sharing the same lane as me in my car without an aisle and stuff
I've
like
thought
that.
about
So,
that.
Yeah,
She's right.
so every time now I'm in front of a bus or next to a bus, I think of that, and it really messes with my head. And everyone can tell me, like, there's a platform, the wheels are underneath, and everything's up top. And I'm like, no, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to think about that.
Yeah, so she really messed me up with that one. And I laugh every time, and every time I have to text her and be like, thanks a lot, sister, for doing that to me.
That's funny.
But yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot of stories that I've heard. And
Interesting. How about you, Larissa? Anything stand out?
I don't know. I mean, it's kind of funny. I don't know if it's necessarily funny. Not necessarily like a story either. I guess Leo, for like the opposite for me, I feel like a lot of people relax, and I have a lot of people fall asleep in my chair.
Oh.
So like I'll be blow drying
funny.
their head, and they'll just be like that.
I've done that.
And I'm thinking I'm
In a hair-
pulling their hair, right? Because I'm round brushing or something like that. I'm like, oh, am I pulling your hair? No, they were just sleeping, and they were going like their head was just falling that way.
a neck pillow for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, sleep.
A
That's funny.
Serenity neck pillow.
If I'm giving a facial, them falling asleep is like, go right ahead, no problem.
Yeah.
I have a client she's clearly asleep. She snores, whatever. That's fine. But I've been doing, I've done makeup. One time I was doing a makeup on, it was my client's mother. She's still my client. I was doing her makeup and she started falling asleep, and it's like, it was funny, but then it wasn't, because I was trying to do her eyeliner, and it was like, and it's doing makeup in the,
Did it go like this?
It's like, I don't care if you sleep, but you can't jerk, that's
Yeah.
the thing.
That's
Especially
funny.
for the eyeliner.
I know.
I know you're trying to do a wing. Ooh.
Or your eyebrows. It's like, yeah.
So if they fall asleep, do you just kind of sit back for a while, and when they wake up, all done?
Yeah, I'm like, your face was amazing. It was a lot of work.
But our time is up.
You should have had her laying down.
That's funny.
Yeah.
All right. So last question, as far as this goes, Larissa, is what's some advice you can give clients to prepare for their visit or services here?
Some advice. Well, I mainly do curly hair. I do all hair though. I would say as far as your appointment goes, if you do have curly hair, and you're coming in for a haircut, have it styled how you normally style it. That way you can also see how your curls are sitting, because sometimes it's like brushed out or it's been up all day, and so it's not showing me like the actual pattern of the hair, and it works best to cut it when it's like in its natural state, if that makes sense. So just coming in with it like freshly washed and styled so I can see how everything's sitting. And then as far as like curly hair, when you come in for like a coloring service, having it like brushed out or like smoothed out, like a blowout or something like that works better.
Yeah.
So like two opposites.
Yeah,
But
okay.
just depending on what service you're coming in for.
Good advice. How
I would
about?
say,
Oh, no, go ahead.
I was also gonna say, do wash your hair. Like clients in general, they will like it's
dry
an
it
old
though, right?
wives' tale to come in with like dirty hair. So sometimes they wait a week to come in, and they wait a week to wash their hair, and then you go to highlight it, but the hair is so greasy it kind of sticks together. So then you can't really pick it up on like the foiling comb.
Yeah.
Like and the color sometimes won't take either.
But make sure it's dry, right? Washed and dry.
Washed and
Right,
dry.
okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Wash clean hair.
Tati, anything to add to that on the hair side?
Like for color to like wash off everyone's doing like the root sprays. Those are kind of hard to like get through sometimes when they come in with it layered on. But mostly for like color clients, I just be honest with your hair history, especially if you've colored it previously. I get a lot of, though this is my natural, I haven't colored my hair for years, and then we go through lifting and it's totally not that. So
Yeah.
just honesty with the hair. Nobody's in trouble. It's,
Yeah. Just,
we formulate better that way too.
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. That's good advice. Leonor, either some advice on either side.
Yeah, I think one that applies to both is like, I want you to come with the mindset that we're building a relationship. I want you to keep coming back to me for your hair, for your skincare, either one. So it all goes hand in hand with what you're doing at home. When I suggest products to you, it is for your best interest. You are going to see the best results with your hair and your skin when you're using the right products. You're going to see the most vibrancy from your color. If you're getting a color service, you're going to see the most glow in your skin if you're using the products that I really think are going to work for you. So just know, like, I see our relationship as like a long-standing relationship. If it's your first time here, I hope it's not your last.
That's good advice. So I'll add to that. Not that we get them all the time, it's very seldom, but when we do get any complaints from clients, I look at their purchase history and there's no product purchased. So it just tells me that they're using cheap stuff and you're just washing it out. So when we do recommend products, kind of like what you said, we're not trying to just slam something that doesn't make sense. We're trying to give you the best advice. When I work for tech companies, they said that the people that are most excited with their purchase are those who add the extra warranties on it. And I would say this is going to be the same thing. Those who are most happiest with their services are going to buy the extra product because you're showing you're serious and you're going the extra mile to make sure you get your hair done the way it's supposed to be. So that's one. Two is please be on time. Please be on time, because if you're late, then we bottleneck and we rush and it doesn't help anyone. So yeah. How about you, Jean Rose? What's good advice you can give clients as they prepare to get their massage with you?
If you're getting a Swedish massage, there's not really any prep to it. But if you are getting a deep tissue, hydrate is the biggest thing. So stay hydrated, drink lots of water before. And I tell everyone after too, but before is crucial. For one, I can feel it in the muscle. It kind of like fights back. It's hard to like describe it, but to me it like fights back when I'm trying to like run my thumbs through it, and it just gets stuck. That tells me you're not drinking enough water. And this actually happened maybe a week ago. I had a client, he was like, yeah, I drink water. I'm like, really? And I'm like running my hand through his back, and like 5 seconds after I called him out on it, he cramped. So we don't want cramps during our massages. I don't have bananas on me or anything to help with the cramp. So yeah, stay hydrated. One thing I will say about massages too is that I'm not after your money, but they're never one and done. So having a sequence of massages close together, you'll see the most benefit you can from that type of treatment. So like I usually see results with clients after maybe 2 deep tissue massages, 2 therapeutic massages, and yeah, like a lot of them have been happy campers, and to the point where even on a maintenance schedule now, so it's only like once every 4 to 6 weeks is my goal. So yeah, that's pretty much.
Okay.
Nice
Yeah.
one.
Good advice. How about you, Lily?
Um,
Anything anyone could do to prepare for their visit with you? Or is it
yeah,
pretty
you're getting your lashes done. Don't come with makeup. I mean, I could always wash it for you, but it just makes it so much easier if you guys come without it. You'll also get better retention if your lashes are clean. If there's still like mascara residue, or even sometimes they come with like eyelash, like the ones that you peel off, the glue in them on there. So I have to like take the time to take it off, which I don't really mind, but it'll just make it easier. Like you're already laying down for like 2 to 2.5 hours. You don't want to extend that time for yourself. But yeah, so be prepared that you're going to be laying for a while.
No.
Come with your lashes clean, and don't drink coffee. Even though sometimes we do drink coffee during the appointment, but
I'm gonna drink.
you get all jittery
Oh,
before
yeah.
it, and then like your eye starts like,
Fluttering.
yeah, so
Okay,
it makes it
good call.
hard for me, and then it's going to be longer for you.
That's some good advice.
Yeah.
I'd say with all of our services, you're going to be here for, you're here for a while. So don't be afraid to ask for anything you need. If you need to get up and stretch, if you're laying down, you need something under your knees, ask.
And I
We are
always tell them,
here
too,
for
like,
you.
if you need to use the bathroom, please tell me. Because they get so embarrassed. Like, oh, my God, like, I was holding it the whole time. I was like, just tell me. Like, we could just dry them. You go to the bathroom and you come back. Because then it feels even longer for them.
Yeah.
You know? And then they get all antsy. And then I'm
Yeah.
getting all stressed. Like, oh, my gosh, she needs me to hurry up. But, yeah.
How much time was that on that second half? 27. So I'm going to do a little bonus question real quick. This is kind of a little preview of our podcast. And it has to do with vacations.
Oh.
So let's spend about 5-10 minutes talking about vacations because you just went
Yeah.
and you went, but you didn't get a chance to bring it up on the podcast. So you guys could talk about that a little bit.
Oh my god.
So I know I'll share that we went to Santa Cruz. We're going to Hawaii in November. So we're looking forward to that. Yes, very much so. Let's start with you on your Mexico trip. How was that?
My Mexico trip was needed.
Yeah,
I felt like
bet.
I have not been home in the past 2 years. And I used to go to Mexico like 3 times a year. My parents live over there. So, I mean, they come and go all the time. So they come more than I go now. But it's just nothing feels like being home.
Mm-hmm.
Like I live here, but Mexico's like my home. You know,
No
like,
place
I was
like home,
raised
right?
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like good to be at my parents' house and like get babied and honestly, so the reason why we went was because my grandma turned 100. So we
Dang.
threw her a birthday party, and over like 100 people flew out, like all my cousins, all their
Wow.
kids, my aunts, everybody flew out for my grandma's birthday. So that was the main event. It was a good time. It was good to see like cousins that I haven't seen like in a really long time. And literally every day it was just we would wake up, eat, drink, like all day.
Gosh,
every
that sounds
day.
nice.
Vacation.
But it was
That is
good
a
because,
vacation.
You know, it was just we're just all in family with babies, adults. It was every day everyone was dancing. Even the cops came one day to shut us off. But it
Oh,
was like
that's
7.
a party.
No, but you know what? It was 8 p.m.
Yeah.
So it's like, why would you want to
Oh.
shut this down? It's not. I don't know.
They
And
were
it was. Oh,
invited.
and they're like the music was too loud. The speaker was this big.
Oh
no
my
lie. I swear to
gosh.
you, it was this big. They were
Probably
just-
louder in
They
here.
weren't invited.
Yeah.
But then I did go to a beach called Mazatlan, which is in the state of Sinaloa. And that was a whole different vibe. That was like, you would wake
Fun.
up at 7 in the morning and there was live music on the beach.
Nice.
Like you open the
What
door
time
and
did they
were playing.
start?
They don't stop. It's all
Dang.
day, all night.
Nice.
I did end up getting sick though. I think I had too many shrimp. I don't know. So one day I was
Too
just
many
laid
shrimp.
out in the beach, like dying, and
Aw.
it was a good time. And then,
I like the video you posted. You did your grandma's makeup.
oh, I
That
did.
Was
So
cute.
I ended up doing my
Aw.
grandma's makeup,
I wish I could.
and it was just like
understand.
such an honor, like to do it, you know.
Yeah.
And especially like I thought about like how earlier we were just saying like what got you into this industry. I was like, oh, I used to do everybody's makeup. Like I finally got to do my grandma's makeup.
I love that.
And it was
That's
just
cool.
such a wholesome moment that I have recorded, and I could just like go back. I literally watch it all the time because it's even like motivating in a sense, like because she's basically telling me that God has helped me throughout my whole career, especially since I left home when I was 15. So I left my parents in Mexico when I was 15, and I just kind of been on my own since then. So she was just saying like God has always helped you, and He will continue helping you. So it was just such a cute little thing, and it was so cute that I got that part. Like
Yeah.
I actually got to record it. So
I loved it.
yeah,
That's cool. Super cool. How about you, Jean Rose? Any vacations that you've taken or about to take?
Nothing really.
You got a baby, so it's hard.
I have a 7-month-old at
Yeah.
home, so vacations kind of out of the staycations, yeah, but we haven't really planned anything. It's just I've been working a lot. Can't find a babysitter, so. But I can talk about the last vacation I went on. So I was, when did I go? In December. So I was 8 months pregnant. And we had some money for a travel voucher because we were supposed to go to Cabo like a year before. But that was the time when the hurricane blew through. So Cabo got destroyed. All the beaches were ugly. So we're like, okay, let's just postpone it.
We're not talking about that
so
one.
we had flight vouchers from United, and they were going to expire because it expired in May after the baby was born. So we decided 8 months into the pregnancy, let's go to Arizona. So we went to Arizona during the holidays to see an away Warriors game. That was the only motivation to get Zach out of the house and travel. So Warriors is his jam. And yeah, we got to see. Oh, that was my first Warriors game since they were in Oakland, and it was an away game. So
I'm sure you enjoyed that one.
I haven't been to Chase Center yet. I haven't watched anything in Chase. I've worked backstage working in Chase doing massages, but I haven't been an attendee. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm sure he enjoyed being the away team, but still cheering on his team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. We
Very
sat next
cool.
to some fans that were like trash talking Draymond, and he was loving it. So
Oh my god.
That's funny.
no, he's the best.
How about you, Leonore?
Well, I do have I have a Disneyland ticket sitting in my app that I'm just burning a hole in my, but I don't know when that'll be. I want to go for Christmas or Halloween, so we'll see when that all works out.
All right.
And me and my cousin are determined to go to Italy in the next year or so. So that requires some planning on our part because we're both really busy. But I want to go to Italy. I love pasta.
You and me
I'm
both.
obsessed.
You and me both.
So, yeah. So that is hopefully going to happen within the year. By
It will.
next year.
It'll happen.
Yeah, it's all about planning. So
Yeah.
just got to plan it.
And then how about you two? You and your Nashville trip. Anything you wanted to get out there?
how
He has
was
so
it?
Anything that
much
was
fun.
interesting?
It was
She
nice.
loved it, and she can't wait to go back.
That's what I hear.
Well, when I tell you I thought I liked country,
She
it
picked
turns
up an
out I do
accent.
not.
She don't. Picked up an
Not
accent.
honky tonk.
No.
But at least you tried
I
and you
did
went.
try. I was gonna say they all sang really, really good though. I will say that they did sing good. I was expecting like Shabuzi. Have you heard him?
I reckon I haven't.
Well, he's like country, but he's like country pop. Like I like Shabuzi or like Lil Nas when he made his Old Town Road. Like to me, I thought that was country. Beyonce's album, I thought that was country. It's not country.
Do you like Morgan Wallen when it's on? Because we play him a lot here.
We do play him a lot.
Do you
She's on
like his
repeat.
songs?
You know what? Even when we change the station, like we hear a lot of the same songs just because like we're in the salon all day. And I was telling someone this the other day. I literally was listening to Disney theme music in my car because I just needed something different. It's like, well, I've listened to EDM this week. I've listened to country. I've had alt pop. Literally had every genre. So I started listening to Disney in my car. And then I had a great week. I was singing that song True Love's Kiss. I've been dreaming on my way to work.
So we're going to Disneyland next for Serenity.
Yeah.
Yes.
I had
Oh,
a
we
fun
know.
time in Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz was fun
that
for
may
Elisa's
not happen.
birthday.
We may have to say no
That's
once
okay.
in a while.
That's not fun. That's not the vibe.
And that's how we're going to end it right there.
Not to Disney?
As a
We'll
group,
get there
at least.
somehow, some way. We'll show up.
Oh my gosh, I'll dress up as Princess Tiana.
Oh,
You can
would.
be Moana.
Oh,
What if I want to be Moana?
okay.
You're not going.
You don't even.
Yeah, you
Ooh.
said you didn't
Like
want to
Disneyland.
Well,
go.
there's that.
You don't even like Disneyland.
Yeah.
That is inaccurate.
She doesn't like the waiting.
There you go.
Oh, is that what it is?
No, she can't. It's the waiting that just drives her crazy.
Oh.
No, she's fast pass for everywhere we
Waiting, which is what you guys are doing right now for your appointment.
go. Yeah.
A
Good one.
Okay, they're not waiting 2 hours for their appointment. 30 seconds.
They might just catch this part.
Someone's getting a pop.
They might just catch this
If
part.
you've been waiting 2 hours for your appointment, please talk to someone. Go to the
Wait
front
that long.
desk.
Oh my gosh.
Come to massage. That time.
We may have forgotten you.
Quick
Thank you
eyebrow
for
wax.
watching though for 2 hours.
Flash is done.
There you go. All
free to say
we want
hi.
to thank everyone for watching. Thank you so much once again for making your appointment with us. Throughout the video, we will have probably posted everyone's Instagram, so please be sure to follow everyone. Any questions, anything you need, let us know. And thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Like,